Are you planning for retirement but still have no idea what kind of retirement you're actually walking into? Most people obsess over the financials, portfolio balances, withdrawal rates, inflation, and yes, those things matter. But after working with hundreds of retirees, I realized something surprising. Your retirement personality plays an even bigger role in how satisfied you feel in the next phase. So I'm going to walk you through 5 distinct retirement personalities I see all the time, and figuring out which one fits you can help you align your portfolio with your personality so you can build a plan that truly supports the lifestyle you want. Let's walk through the 5 types of retirement, and chances are, by the end, one of them will sound a lot like you. I've also included a bonus type that most people don't plan for, but often end up living out anyways. And if you enjoy videos that mix technical planning with a more human take on retirement, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. I try to keep things practical, thoughtful, and just entertaining enough to make financial planning feel a little bit lighter. So type 1 is the lifestyle preserver, and these are the retirees who don't really want retirement to feel like retirement. They want to feel like a more flexible version of their career. They thrive on structure, routine, and a calendar that still feels full. Their identity is often closely tied to their work, and they genuinely miss the productivity, responsibility, and yes, even the meetings. I see this a lot in high achieving professionals like executives, business owners, and engineers. For them, retirement doesn't mean done. It just means it's shifted a little bit. The upside is that they're typically disciplined, organized, and financially well prepared. But the challenge? They can struggle with boredom, guilt over spending, or feeling a loss of purpose when work is no longer front and center. What works best for this group is staying engaged through consulting, board work, or mentoring, and using a spending plan that gives them permission to enjoy what they've built, and creating a daily rhythm that balances freedom with just enough structure to keep them feeling grounded. Now, while the lifestyle preservers crave routine, the next group wants nothing to do with it. Type 2 is the freedom seeker. This is the retiree that is totally opposite. Retirement for them is freedom. No more schedules, no more calendars, no more obligations. They want to live by their own rules, travel when they want, sleep in when they want, and not be tied down to anything. They're spontaneous and adventurous, which is great. But sometimes that freedom comes with a cost. Financial drift is fairly common. So is social isolation, especially if they don't make the effort to stay connected. What works well here are guardrails instead of rigid budgets. Think flexible spending buckets and automation. This group thrives when they don't have to constantly think about money, but still, they can stay on track. By the way, if you're wondering whether your portfolio actually supports the type of retirement you're aiming for, I put together a free questionnaire where you can share a bit more about your finances and your vision. Based on your responses, I'll send you a short personalized video with strategies tailored to your retirement personality. You can find the link in the description. Type 3 is the mission-driven retiree. Mission-driven retirees see retirement not as the end of work, but the start of their most meaningful chapter. They want to give back, build something new, or leave a legacy. Maybe it's volunteering, launching a nonprofit, or mentoring, but whatever it is, it has to feel impactful. This group tends to stay mentally sharp and emotionally resilient, but they're also prone to overcommitting and burning out. Retirement can turn into another full-time job if they're not careful. So before jumping into big new missions, mission-driven retirees need clarity in what matters most, what role they want to play, and how they'll protect their time and energy. Legacy-based giving strategies, part-time impact work, and even scheduled downtime go a long way here. So type 4 is the balanced integrator. This is the rare retiree who blends it all: structure, freedom, and purpose, and shifts smoothly between each. They might spend their first few years traveling, then settle into volunteering or part-time work later on. They adapt well to each phase of retirement and tend to avoid the extremes. Balanced integrators are good at building social circles across multiple areas of their life. They also tend to be strong planners, using bucket strategies for flexible spending and mixing conservative and growth-oriented investments. This group still needs to watch out for burnout or overscheduling, but generally, they have great odds of a fulfilling, low-drama retirement. Type 5 is the reluctant retiree. This one's tough. Reluctant retirees didn't really choose retirement. Retirement kind of chose them. Maybe it was a layoff, maybe they just weren't ready emotionally, or maybe they just never envisioned life outside of work. Either way, this group often struggles with identity loss, grief, and resistance. But here's what I've seen. They also have the biggest potential for transformation, and that is pretty exciting. Once they process the shift, many discover new passions or reconnect with parts of themselves that were buried during their working years. So what helps the most? Often it can be some coaching or counseling, or gradual transition, maybe some part-time work. And most importantly, surrounding themselves with people who support this new version of themselves. And here's our bonus type that is often overlooked, their caregiving retiree. This is a person whose retirement is centered around taking care of others, sometimes by choice, oftentimes by circumstance. Sometimes it's a parent, sometimes it's a grandchild, sometimes it's an adult child who moved back in. Whatever the situation, their time, energy, and finances are often focused outwards. This can be fulfilling, but it also comes with unique risks: burnout, resentment, and delayed personal goals. The challenge here is carving out space both emotionally and financially to still have a life of their own. Creating boundaries, finding outside support, and planning for aging in place costs are all an important strategy for this type of retirement. So which one are you? You might be a clear fit, or you might be a mix of 2 or 3, and that's totally normal. What matters is understanding your dominant tendencies so you can build a financial plan and lifestyle that works with who you are, not against it. Lifestyle preservers need structure and clarity. Freedom seekers need automation and guardrails. Mission-driven retirees need clarity and purpose. Balanced integrators need flexibility. Reluctant retirees need grace and support. And caregiving retirees need breathing room and planning help. The more aligned your plan is with your personality, the better this next chapter is going to feel. If you want to know your retirement type and get a personalized strategy to go along with it, click on the links below. One sends you to a questionnaire for a personalized video, and the other allows you to book some time right in my calendar. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.